What up, guys? I think we're rolling. I think we're live again. We got a bunch of updates uh, with some notable positions and some notable teams that have picked up players um, in our division at this point. Um, let's see. Actually, the Cowboys are the only ones that have not made a move in the division. So, as far as free agency goes, the Giants have made a move. They let Landon Collins go. The Redskins have picked him up. 84 million. Yes, that is 84 million over 6 years, 14 million a year. That was Earl Thomas's direct. I guess what you could you say? Earl Thomas's direct competition in this draft, or not in this draft, in this free agency. So Earl Thomas now, who was asking to be paid more than Eric Berry, is going to, I'm sure, be asked to pay more than Landon Collins. So he wants to be the highest paid safety in the NFL. The price just went up, guys. That's not good. Collins isn't worth it. I don't think so either. He's got issues with the. Oh, sorry. Thank you, brother. It's the volume. It's the speaker wasn't plugged in, and I don't have my headphones on. I really apologize. Here we go, guys. Now we're in. Okay. Again, let me start over, guys. So, 84 million to Landon Collins. Was it 84 or 86? 84 million, 45 guaranteed. Wow. 14 million a year. Landon Collins is the highest paid player in the. He is the highest paid safety in the league now. Earl Thomas, if he's wanting to get more than Eric Berry, now he has to ask for more than Landon Collins. So we got an update. They're busting that out now. As you guys know, Trey Flowers, I mentioned that earlier today. He plans on signing with the. Yes, Landon Collins to the Redskins, 84 million. That's 14 million a year. That's big money, guys. 45 million guaranteed. So today, as it unfolds. Right now, Mike Fisher is having lunch with Sean Lee. So I did ask Mike Fisher. I haven't got a reply back yet, but I did ask. Hold on. Also, we got another update. Tight end CJ Uzamoa has signed. Has agreed to terms, heading back to the Bengals on a 3-year deal for 18 mil. So six mil a year for CJ Uzamoa, and Sean Lee, visit with me. I want whatever is best for the. Best role for me and for the team. After 10 years here, it's about the camaraderie with the guys. It's not about money. So Sean Lee gives up money. He wants to stick with the team. He wants to stay with where he's at. He wants to keep his locker. He wants to be a Cowboy. So Sean Lee takes that pay cut. I asked Mike Fisher to ask Sean Lee, since they're having lunch. I said, ask him if part of his pay cut was supposed to, help slide a little money to Earl Thomas. Wow. Thomas and Collins share the same agent, by the way. Aha! Thomas and Earl Thomas and Landon Collins share the same agent. I was not aware of that. The Redskins deal Landon Collins a 6-year deal, 84 million, 45 guaranteed, and paid out over the first 3 years. Source said from the New York Giants. So he's getting all of his salary in the first 3 years, the 45 guaranteed is paid out over the first 3 years. So 14 million per season, just above Eric Berry, which is what. That's exactly what, Slate NFL reported. That's somebody that I follow also. She was stating that Landon Collins also wanted a little more money than Eric Berry. That's Jane Slater. You can follow her at Slater NFL. She's a reporter from the Austin area. So I'm pretty sure she's a Texas alumni also. I'm pretty sure she has a pretty close I guess you would say probably a pretty good talking relationship with Earl Thomas. We got more news coming in here. Let me see what this is. Where we at? Come on, man. I got to use my mouse. I'm using this mouse pad thing. It will be 5-year deal with Detroit for Trey Flowers. Yeah, they did get the deal done. I knew that was in the works also. So Trey Flowers is a Detroit Lion as of Wednesday. Contract is drawn up. It's been approved by both sides. It just has to be signed. And that's where we stand. You guys know there was a few other. What's wrong with my? Oh, here we go. Okay. But Sean Lee, Mike Fisher having lunch. And hopefully we'll get something back on Earl Thomas today. Maybe he'll sign. It looks like now with the situation of the free agent safeties getting a little slim. There is still HaHa Clinton Dix out there. There's a few other ones in the works also. Landon Collins is gone, as well as Tyrann Mathieu has not signed anywhere, but apparently he has been offered somewhat of a deal with Texas. But that hasn't been confirmed. That's the only message I heard on that, was really early this morning. So I don't know if that one's true or not. They're still showing, NFL Network is still showing Tyrann Mathieu on the board. But I also think my internet is down right now. Let me check if this thing is dude, I really cannot stand being in Afghanistan. It drives me nuts. That's the computer. Okay, so we are rolling. But yeah, Tyrann Mathieu apparently is still on the board. Apparently Houston has offered him $9.5 million. I guess he hasn't accepted that, but that was sent over to him. So Tyrann Mathieu's still out there, but it does look like Landon Collins is gone. It also looks like Trey Flowers, defensive end, has went to Detroit. That was one of the better edge rushers that was on the board. That had a pretty stable, solid, even kill career so far. C.J. Uzamoa, he's also done a 3-year deal for $18 million, and that is to the Bengals. Sean Lee states that taking the salary cut was just part of, kind of basically staying with the Cowboys. He wants to be the best role player he can be for his team, and the the camaraderie in the locker room. He wants to stick around. It's not about the money anymore, he says. So that's where we are right now, guys. Let me see if there's been any more updates. Other than the Landon Collins deal, that is the biggest deal that's hit in the last couple of minutes. And let's see, here we go. Wow, yeah. I think the safety market is the most interesting. Yeah, everyone right now is watching the safety market. The safety market is what's blowing up. A lot of the guys say, let me get some shout-outs. Cowboy X Factor, South of Heaven again. How you doing, brother? South Heaven 88. What's up, Skins fan for life? Skins fan all day. Hey, you guys just signed a big-time player, brother. If you're a Skins fan, I'm not sure what's going on here. Lee rules, you idiot. Oh, okay. Yeah. But we'll see, guys. Hopefully we can get some more information back here. But really the biggest market out there right now is the safety market. We got more news here. Let me see what we got. The Lions are expected to sign another former Patriot. So the Lions breaking news. Reported it's a 5-year deal. Should be okay. Yeah, this is what we've already got. The Lions are expected to sign another former Patriot, so that'll be their second former Patriot that they've signed. So man, teams shuffling guys around. They're moving guys around to create cap space money. They're picking up players. Other teams are picking up players to bring in needed positions, also to so that they don't have to hit the draft so hard, so that you can focus your draft on one or two players or a couple positions versus let me get this thing go, man. This damn. But that's the focus of what we got going right now is the safety position. I really think if we don't end up getting a safety, I'm kind of okay with it. I would really rather go defensive tackle. If we can get a really good defensive tackle, let me see what's out there real quick. As a matter of fact, I got and I will switch over. Let me get the computer going here. We'll switch over and see what defensive tackles are still available. This will take me just a second. I'll get the computer rolling here. Defensive tackle, to me, is a position we can't draft, and I would say we can't draft it because where we are in the draft, they're actually going to go where we are in the draft. I don't think there'll be many defensive tackles or edge rushers there left. So let me check out here, and let's go positions. Let's go NFL. Position, payrolls, contracts, salary rankings. Let's see. Cap. Personal. Where's it at? Free agents. Here we go, guys. Let's check out the free agents here. If you don't know this, this is called, this is Spot Rack. SPOTRAC. And this gives you positions that are available. Here we are on safety, all positions. Landon Collins, we can slide here and let's go. We could look at tight ends. I want to look at defensive. Here's edge rushers. Let's check out the edge rushers and see what's currently available still on here. As far as edge rushers go, Brooks Reed, Trey Flowers. It looks like Trey Flowers has signed or will be signing. Justin Houston is still out there. One of the guys I'm really interested in is Ezekiel Ansah. He's got some pretty decent numbers. He should have put up much better numbers than he did. So also Cameron Lake, Andre Branch are a couple of the guys out there. And I would prefer to do this. And the reason I would prefer to get an edge rusher. What's up, Grady? How you? Oh man, Grady hadn't talked to you in a while, brother. How you doing? Grady Dawson in the house, guys. Fred King also here. Skins fan all day. South to heaven. What's up, guys? Jason. But anyways, let me get back to my topic here. Defensive edge and defensive tackles, defensive linemen, they take a year or two to get into the league to develop, to get that man strength. You guys have heard me say that before. So to me, I would prefer to try to get one or two of these guys to shore up our defensive line. And second round, where we're at, sitting at 58, in the 58th pick, we can get an upgrade at safety. I can promise you it would be an upgrade on what we have. Additionally, it would be a really cheap upgrade, which is going to help us. Now, I'm not saying I'm against this Earl Thomas thing. If it happens, it happens. But we cannot hit we cannot hit Earl Thomas with this big paycheck and expect next year, because we're going to have to pay him, you know, if it's a 2-3 year deal, that money's going to cut into what we have next year for Ezekiel Elliott. It's going to cut into Dak Prescott money. It's going to cut into Amari Cooper money. It's going to cut into Byron Jones money. It's going to cut into Chidobe Awuze's money. It's cutting into these other guys, and if they play well, if those guys play well back there, they're going to have to get paid next year. So we've got to focus on doing some of these positions through the draft. And safety may be a position now we have to go get through the draft, especially with Landon Collins just getting a $14 million deal. $14 million a year, that means Earl Thomas is going to be asking for a little more than that. So Landon Collins, $84 million over 6 years, $45 million guaranteed. That's $14 million a year. So we are, you know, I don't think we're in the ballpark anymore, guys, and unless Earl Thomas really takes a hometown discount, and I don't think that'll happen today. It definitely is going to be something that's going to have to be looked at for a couple days now. Earl Thomas is going to want to, he's going to want to search the market and try to, he's going to try to surpass it. It's a game, guys. So Landon Collins just got paid. Earl Thomas is going to want to get paid more than that. So let's look at the safeties real quick. If you guys can see the board there, let's see. Here we go. Let me zoom in on this and see if I can zoom in on it. Oh, this page doesn't do that. Yeah, it does. Here we go. So
there's quite a few edge rushers, and these are all edge rushers. Let me see defensive tackle, D tackle, defensive line, defensive end, defensive tackle. There might be quite a few more of these out there, and probably less salary cap hit on these. Malik Jackson. Malik Jackson, as you guys know, is signed. Dominican Sue, let's check his market value. Did that work? Yeah. Dominican Sue's market value, 15 mil. So these are players that are in the, now you're looking at a Dominican Sue is in the, ballpark range of Earl Thomas. And some of these other ones, let's see. So you got quite a few defensive tackles on there. I would prefer, I would prefer to get a defensive tackle at this point. At least shop around because Earl Thomas he's going to be looking at 15 now. Definitely he's going to be looking at 14 and a half to 15. He's not going to let Landon Collins get him outpaid, especially since he went to the Redskins. He's not going to accept that. So now the market is probably closed on safeties. I would think for the day you probably won't see other safeties sign. You probably won't see Tyrann Mathieu sign at the $9.5 million he was offered by the Texans. That was this morning. That was offered to him, and nothing was heard back. So he probably was watching the market to see what the other safeties were going to get, and he's definitely probably going to kick $9.5 million back to Texas and say, no, that's not enough. So what do we got? Little late to post on Collins, but ET will not be giving a discount. No, yep, it's a little late to the post on Collins. I don't get that one. What do you mean? A little late? Oh, you mean this came out earlier? Well, if it came out earlier, guys, it just hit the new. It just hit basically. Ian Rappaport was on the phone, and it. Oh, okay. Did I miss something? Oh, you're a little late. I got you. Scroll up. I got you. My bad, brother. Landon Collins signs of the Redskins, but yeah, just a few minutes late. It just got posted, man. So it's coming out quick. And actually, I got two more tweets already. Let me see what we got here, guys. The Lions are expected to. Oh, hold on one second. Yeah. Former Giants safety Landon Collins is signing a 6-year deal. Just repetitive news. Okay, nothing big. The job alert: the Saints and the Pelicans are hiring. Oh, a job alert. The Pelicans are hiring, guys, if you guys are looking for a job. The Lions are expected to sign Trey Flowers. Okay, 16 to 17 mil for Trey Flowers. That's kind of new news, but they posted that earlier. They didn't post the amount. So, hey, we're still in the hunt, guys, but I really don't think the Earl Thomas thing is going to happen today. It is 12 o'clock here, so I can probably go to sleep now. I don't see the Cowboys giving that for him. Earl Thomas could go unsigned for a little while now. If no one else is interested, Earl Thomas could, and because of his leg injury, he could go unsigned for a little while. 15 mil is, if that's what he's asking for. I don't think it's. I was surprised by the Landon Collins deal, really. That's a little high for me for a guy that has issues with coverage. He does have. You put him one-on-one, a receiver that can run routes, receivers with some speed. You have two or three different types of receivers that are going to get open with him. So if your quarterback is shifty and can see that and can get a receiver the ball, Landon Collins is going to have some issues. He's also had some issues with pass interference calls, holding calls on receivers, using his hands a little bit too much. We've seen that multiple times with Landon Collins. So hopefully the Redskins just picked up a player that will pick up some penalties off of, and it's going to hurt their salary. So it's going to hurt their salary cap, not ours. And really, I think at this point, after seeing that, I really think the best deal for us to do is try to get a a defensive tackle or defensive end. I do think we have to make a move in free agency, and now I think the move is on the front line. Put something in the war zone. We need a new hot boy. Let's get us a new hot boy. Go out there, free agency, get us a new hot boy, and round 2, first pick, number 58, our first pick number 58. We go safety, best safety on the board, round 2. I would love to have Earl Thomas, but guys, it's too expensive now. With that pick going down, with Landon Collins signing what he signed, Earl Thomas is going to be too expensive. He's going to want at least $14.5 million now, if not 15, and 15 is too much. 14 is way too much for Landon Collins. I don't agree to that, but he is younger. Where are we at? Grady Dawson, where is the Redskins getting this money? I guess from their salary cap. I had their salary cap pulled up earlier. Grady, if you check out this website I'm on, like I said, it's called spotrack.com, and it actually even you can go look at all the teams in their cap space. Now, of course, this isn't up to date because it's changing today. Basically, it's changing. No one signed these deals. These are just verbal commitments, and the contracts are drawn up, and both people agree to them, but no one can sign until Wednesday. So since no one can sign until Wednesday, this really right now just the administrative part is done, and players could back out of it. But on this thing, you've got salary cap, the cap tracker, you've got the cap tracker, personnel, positional spending, contracts. You can see how long people's contracts are. You can see all the free agents. There's a lot of things on there you can see. You can pull up each team and then break each team down position. It's really, really cool. So we'll go to Cap Tracker since you asked the question about the Redskins cap space, and you can come. And a lot of the YouTube guys, they know this, and they won't share this with you because then then you don't have to sit and listen to their 45-minute videos and 2-hour videos. But the Redskins, wow, the Redskins are 28th, and they have $12 million in cap space. So don't know how that works, but this is accurate as of the start of the day. They had $13 million in cap space, so somehow they're going to have to make a move to free that money up, unless they, you can split it up and kick money down the road and those things. But that will be their last move. Another move that was possibly going to be made was the 49ers. Where are they at on the list? They were kind of close to the top. We're looking at Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell. They have $54 million, and they've already signed the Kavon, the linebacker Kavon from Tampa. So hey, money is moving. Things are changing hands. Okay, thank you, big. Hey, no problem, man. What's the name of the website again? The name of this website is SpotRack with a C. SPOT. I'll put it here in the chat box. SPOTRAC.com. SpotRack.com. Yeah, right there, guys. It breaks down everything. You can look at contracts. You can look at a player. It even shows Sean Lee's contract, how it's broken down. He has to play 80% of the games. He has to get certain snaps. I mean, it makes it real small, but it does pretty. It does break it down pretty good. So what was the question by X Factor? Where we at? X Factor than a house. Any Cowboys? No, there's been no moves by the Cowboys. 0 moves at all, X Factor. The Eagles have done. The Eagles signed an offensive tackle. The Eagles signed a defensive lineman. Actually, one of the defensive linemen I was interested in, and let me find that out who that is. I'll find out for you. The Eagles signed. And also the Jets let Landon Collins go, and he went to the Redskins. So those are the only moves in our division that I've seen. Is Landon Collins left the New York Giants and went to the Redskins. So that's 2 moves in our division. 1 move, but it affects both teams. And then the Eagles signed. Man, who did the Eagles sign? Let me Google it real quick. But the Eagles did sign. David Irving signs a deal to be the Cheech and Chong movie. Yeah, he should have. Eagles sign defensive lineman. Here we go. Eagles sign. If I could spell Eagles properly, Eagles sign. Oh, Malik Jackson. Eagles sign Malik Jackson. Thank you, brother. Yeah, see how slow I am. But how much should Cowboys want Earl Thomas at? I think he's out of our price range now, X Factor. With Landon Collins getting $14 million a year, he's going to want more than that, and I think that's too much. With his age and the risk factor, guys, with that leg injury, is really. I think my camera's jacked up too, huh? Ghetto ass. Look at that nasty ass cowboy crunk with the dirty camera. Look at that. My camera had probably fucking bacon grease on it and shit. My bad. But anyways, yeah, my wife's laughing now. Oh, she's up there in the corner. There's Cowgirl Crunk. Hey, honey, you're on. She's all right. I'll take you off. Sorry. But anyways, guys, yeah, it looks like the deal's done. Pretty much there with Landon Collins. That's gonna, to me, I think that moves Earl Thomas out of our price range unless we get him later. You know, maybe he sits now. Maybe he sits for a while. If other people are scared to take a risk on him, there's a possibility he could. Everybody's saying hello, honey. There's a possibility, you know, he could sit there for a while. So we'll see. But that's the news for now, guys. I'm going to jump off here. Let me check Twitter one more time. I got 3 new posts already. I'm sure most of them are Landon Collins because that is the biggest hit right there. Exclusive Sean Lee talks, contractor will come back, and the captain's workouts. Look at him. Look at him there with LVE. That's a group of linebackers, man. I think we got the best group of linebackers in the NFL, guys. I really do. And another compository third-round pick for the Patriots. Another third-round pick for the Patriots. So they will have 3 compensatory picks. Or not 3. They'll have 2 compensatory picks in the third round, and they'll have their regular third-round pick, I believe. Patriots, defensive end Trey Flowers, intends to sign with Detroit. So, wow, guys, moves being made. Hopefully something will come down. I can guarantee you, I think Earl Thomas will be there at the end of the day. I think he'll be there for a few more days. He may be there into the season goes. If he holds his price, tag, he's going to be there a while. That's just what I think. I don't think anybody's going to pay 14 for him. Unless the situation is perfect. And I really think the Cowboys situation is perfect. But $14 million is just not right. It's too high. Landon Collins taking $14 a year for 6 years, guys. 6-year freaking contract. $84 million, $14 million a year for Landon Collins. If you saw the deal, if you guys saw the deal and you didn't have the name attached to it, you would think that Earl Thomas signed a 6-year deal for, well, maybe not because of the 6-year deal. But if you saw the money, $84 million, you would think that probably it was Earl Thomas's contract and not Landon Collins. And the thing is, his tag was going to be around 11.5. So the Giants cutting him really did him a big favor. Now instead of him making okay, hold on. Let me get in the chat box real quick. Who's that? Which tight end? I know the tight ends that got signed. Which team are you guys looking for? The tight end in free agency, you're going to pay above market price. Especially, I believe it won't get Earl. Yeah, I think so too, Shane. Shane Anchor, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I think it's pretty much a done deal with. I think it's a done deal with Earl Thomas, at least for the day and at least for the week. There's going to be some people out there, throwing things around, but I don't think Earl Thomas. Here we go. C.J. Uzmazoa. is the tight end that was signed by the Bengals for 3 years, $18 million. So $18 million to CJ Uzmazoa for 3 years, $6 million a year. That was the tight end. Maybe you guys were asking about. I didn't catch all the. What's up, Loose Change? How you doing, bro? We got more news here. One more time. I'm gonna end this chat here in a little bit. Another layer here. San Francisco may have Richard Sherman recruiting Earl Thomas, but so far no talks with Thomas. Teams about to. Thomas team about him per source. If his numbers scare teams and it fails. What is this? Hold on, let me get with this one, guys. All right, this is one of the reporters from the Austin area. She's also a Texas alumni. I'm gonna read her tweet. I think I can open it, right? Will it open? Yeah. Here we go, guys. Another layer here. San Francisco may have Richard Sherman recruiting Earl Thomas. As you guys mentioned this, I mentioned this morning. Richard Sherman stated. Earl Thomas did want to be a Dallas Cowboy. Without a doubt, that's where he wants to go. He's going to give all offers to the Dallas Cowboys first. He's going to give all options. No matter what anybody does, he's going to go to the Cowboys and say, can you match this or whatever. That's what Earl Thomas is going to do. But Richard Sherman is recruiting Earl Thomas to the 49ers, apparently. But so far, no talks with Thomas. It's just talk between Richard Sherman and Earl Thomas. If his numbers scare teams and it falls to 8 or 10 million, Cowboys could be in the play. So I don't think his numbers will fall to 8 or 10 million, but I do believe this source because of where she's from and where she's at, and she's a Texas alumni, and I think she actually also I am following. Let me see. I wanted to see if I got a reply. I actually sent her a message earlier. But no, I haven't received anything back. Notifications. Let's see here. What do we got? So no, nothing rolling in yet, guys. Still, just got some agreements there. I said give him $36 million over 3. See, the Cowboys should have done this deal earlier. If they wanted Earl Thomas, they should have done it this morning before the deals kind of got out of control, because that looks like that's where it's at now. This market on the safeties is just climbing. Alert: Dallas Cowboys sign. What? What is tight end? Dallas Cowboys signed tight end Cody McElroy. What is this? Hold on, man. Let me check this out. What do we got on TV here? I'm going to switch over here. It says we signed a tight end, but was mostly a baseball guy. University of Texas, and then drafted by Atlanta Braves, was with the Rams last spring. So we're picking up more tight ends. 6'6", 255. We just signed a tight end that has no, I guess, very little base football experience. I don't know who the guy is. I guess it's another one of these pickups. But I guess, guys, we just signed a tight end. Does anybody know who this guy is? Cody McElroy. Cody McElroy. Tight end, signed by Cowboys. 6'6". He's a bigger guy, which is good. 6'6", 255. Does anybody know this guy? Cody McElroy. Yeah. Looks like it just happened. My TV is on the wrong channel. Let me change that so I can see what's going on here. And it's hotter than piss in here. Holy shit, it is hot. Fuck, man. Yeah, Mosh, I don't like this deal. As you know, I'm trying to make a spot for Rico Gathers, and they're picking up a 5th tight end. So now we just picked up a 5th tight end. We got 5 tight ends on the roster. Maybe they're looking at trading Blake Jarwin. This is a guy maybe, he showed a little bit of promise, but then again, there was also some issues where it was just in one game. So, yeah, we need a safety, guys. Viper, I think we can get a safety in the draft. Rico's not gone. I don't think Rico's gone because the reason I say that is because his salary hit is almost nothing. He's in his 5th year option. This is his last year. They don't have to do anything. I think Jarwin could be gone. And that's what I think is going to happen. They're gonna release Jarwin because he's more of a salary cap hit. Swaim is gone already. We've released Swaim. He's been gone. Swaim was released earlier, so we know Swaim is gone. Yeah, he used to play with the Rams. He also played with the Falcons, I guess is what it's saying. Converted baseball player. So we got another converted guy. How does baseball convert to football? I mean, I can see how basketball does. Rico Gathers holds like every rebound record in Baylor history, and they couldn't get him the ball. So I don't understand how a baseball player is gonna fit in here. But let me see if I can get this channel changed over to a sport channel. Let me see where we're at here. Sports Spin. Oh yeah, we're here. Oh, it's going off. High Noon. American Idol, The Jump, NBA. So yeah, it looks like I'm out of NFL news here in Afghanistan, guys. So the Grammy celebration, I am not watching the Grammys, bro. Hell no. We'll leave it here. High Noon is coming on. That's a pretty decent. So anyways, guys, I guess the only thing the Cowboys have done now is we've picked up another tight end. So. Wow, impressive. Not anything I'm impressed with. Mike Fisher with the bad news there. That doesn't help us at all. Come on, man. Can we get something? Pick up a defensive lineman or something. Sean Lee tells me that he never really considered retiring or moving. Once I dealt with a playoff loss, it was about finding a way to be with Cowboys for life. Being on another team never crossed his mind. So, Sean Lee, diehard Cowboys, guys. He had no consideration of leaving. Again, I'm going to close the show. Landon Collins signs a 6-year deal, $84 million. He drives the price of these safeties up. Earl Thomas wants to be the highest paid safety. If he wants to do that, he has to beat Landon Collins. So ET3 is going to be expecting at least $14.5 million, which I think is too high. I think we have other value that we could place that money on, such as defensive tackle, also possibly an edge rusher, and because those guys take too long to develop. Anything we get out of the draft, unless you pick in the top 10, you're not going to get, unless you get it really lucky, you're not going to pick up a guy in the 2nd round that's an edge rusher. We got Taco Charlton at 27, and he's still developing. He's a younger guy. That's a position where you've got to come in strong. You got to come in solid. You got to come in as a man, and it just takes a little while to develop these guys. Safety, you can come in. You can come in a 1st, 2nd, 3rd round safety and make an immediate impression. So that's what I think we need to do. I think we need to pick up a defensive lineman, pick up a D tackle, a 1 tech, a 3 tech, or an edge rusher if we can, and then pick everything else up in the draft. So, all right, guys, I really appreciate it. Linehan held everyone. Oh, I've got emails coming in too, so I've got to take care of these issues here. You guys take care. Let me see what this is before I get off. So anyways, guys, Cowboy Crunk is out. Please subscribe to the channel, like the channel. I'll be doing these updates. Unfortunately, I got to get some sleep, so there's going to be trades made and all kind of signings done on Wednesday that when I wake up in the morning, I'll get all this checked out. But I appreciate you guys joining into the live stream, and I'll keep you guys up to date once anything happens. But I'm quite sure there's going to be no moves with Earl Thomas now. Now that we had one safety sign that big contract. Landon Collins signed that big contract. The safety market is going to freeze for a little bit, and everybody's going to be watching the market there. Yeah, Linehan held everybody back. Cowboys will probably make a signing later tomorrow or Wednesday. They'll wait a few days. Yeah, we're going to have to and see what safeties are left. I would like Stevie Mack. What do you think about Clinton Dix? I like Clinton Dix. Hit up South of Heaven 88's channel as well. Like and subscribe to him if you guys aren't part of his channel. I like Clinton Dix. There's a couple other safeties that are out there. Let's check out the safeties that are out there, and if we can get one at a market value. Okay, let's see. We're going to NFL teams, top salaries, top contracts, free agents. Go over here to free agents. Let me post back up on the board here. We don't care about Antonio Brown. That ain't shit to us. So I got the free agents all up here. Let's go to safety position, quarterback, and edge rusher, free safety, strong safety. You can even break it down, free safety or strong safety, or you can just put safety, which will list all the safeties. And then don't forget to hit go. And let's see what we got. So here we are, guys. Landon Collins, Eric Waddle. As you guys know, he hasn't signed, but he has signed. Earl Thomas is still out there. Lamarcus Joyner, I haven't heard anything on him. I believe he is still out there. Kareem Jackson. Tyrann Mathieu has had an offer of $9.5 million. So we've still got some guys out there. Clinton Dix also is down. There's a lot of safeties out there, guys. Really, really, there are. I still like the guy from the Chargers. Glover Quinn is still out there. Yes, sir, he sure is. Martin, how you doing, brother? He's out there. Where is the L.A. Raiders? I'm looking for the L.A. Chargers. That's the Jacksonville Jaguars. Where are we at? L.A. Chargers. No, that's not him. Where are we at? Number 31, age. I don't see the guy now. Safety from the Chargers. Anybody help me out? We got one. L.A. Rams, Lamarcus Joyner. Jaleel Adaye. Come on. Where's he at? I could have swore he was on here. Adrian Phillips. There we go, guys. That's what I'm looking for. Adrian Phillips is the guy I would like to get. He is 27 years old. Let me check out his stats real quick. Adrian Phillips played very well for the Chargers, but he did play there with he's at $1.5 million. It even shows their salary on here. You can check out their stats, career earnings, statistics. Let's check out his stats real quick. This is only his third year in the league. He was drafted in fourth year in the league. He was drafted 2014. He has a combined of 5 interceptions, so not a super big ball hawk, but he's a good tackler, guys. He had 94 tackles in 2018. 94 tackles, 65 solo, 29 assisted. He had 1 forced fumble and 1 interception last year. 2017, he had 1 forced fumble, 2 interceptions. Still really high on the tackle list. He at around 65, 62 tackles. So there we go, guys. There's still some safeties out there, but I suggest defensive line, get that in the free agency, and move on and get the safety with our first round pick at number 58. But all right, guys, take care. Cowboys Crunk out. I'll see you tomorrow. It is 1 a.m. here. I got to get some sleep. Peace. Good luck, Earl Thomas. You ain't